At around 9:30 p.m., the group of 8 walked home. They entered the house, locked the door, and went to bed. They had no way of knowing that someone was already inside. Investigators believe the killer had slipped into the house earlier that evening, hiding in the attic, clutching a long-handled axe belonging to Josiah Moore. He waited. He listened to the sounds of the children brushing their teeth, the parents whispering, and finally, the silence of a house at rest. The clock struck midnight. The killer emerged from the attic. He started in the master bedroom. Josiah and Sarah Moore never woke up. The killer used the blunt end of the axe first, a detail that suggests a calculated, ritualistic approach. After killing the parents, he moved to the children's rooms. One by one, the 4 more children were killed in their sleep. Finally, the killer moved downstairs to the guest room, where the Stillinger sisters were sleeping. Evidence suggests that 12-year-old Lena might have been the only one who woke up. She had a defensive wound on her arm, the only sign of a struggle in the entire house. But the horror didn't end with the deaths. The killer then performed a series of bizarre rituals. He covered every mirror and glass surface in the house with clothing and towels. He took a 2-pound piece of bacon from the icebox, wrapped it in a towel, and left it on the floor. He moved from room to room, looking at the bodies, before finally washing his hands in a bowl of bloody water and disappearing into the night. The next morning, a neighbor noticed the Moore house was strangely quiet. When Josiah's brother, Ross, entered the house with a spare key, he walked into the downstairs bedroom. He saw the Stillinger girls. He didn't stay to look at the rest. He ran out, shouting, "Something is wrong. Something is terrible." The hunt for the Axeman had begun. Several names emerged. There was Reverend George Kelly, a traveling preacher who later confessed to the murders, claiming God told him to slay the children. Then there was Frank Jones, a local senator and business rival of Josiah Moore. And finally, William Mansfield, a suspected serial killer linked to similar axe murders across the Midwest. Yet, no one was ever convicted. The case remains officially cold. Today, the Villisca Axe Murder House is a museum. People travel from all over the world to spend a night in the house. Paranormal investigators have captured recordings of children laughing and crying. Heavy doors swing shut on their own. Shadows move in the attic where the killer once waited. Perhaps the spirits of the Moore children are still there, trapped in that final Sunday night. Or perhaps the dark energy of the killer never truly left. The Villisca murders proved that evil doesn't just live in big cities. It can find you in the quietest, safest corners of the world. Sleep well tonight, and before you turn off the lights, make sure your doors are locked. This story Ronald DeFeo Jr. had murdered his entire family in that house, shot them one by one while they were sleeping. People said something was wrong with that place, but George didn't believe in ghosts. He believed in logic. He believed in reality, and reality was about to break. The day they moved in, everything felt normal, almost peaceful, but a priest was invited to bless the house. As he walked into one of the rooms, he suddenly stopped. A cold breeze hit him. Then, a voice, soft but clear. "Get out." The priest froze. He quickly finished the blessing, but before leaving, he warned George, "Stay out of that room." George laughed it off, but that was the first sign. That night, something changed. George woke down. George became aggressive, almost dangerous. Kathy feared for her children. One night, she woke up and saw George staring at her, not like a husband, but like a stranger. The last night was chaos. Loud bangs, screams. The house felt alive. The children were crying. George grabbed an axe. For a moment, it looked like history was about to repeat itself, like something wanted him to do the same thing that happened before. But somehow, Kathy stopped him, and they ran. They left everything behind: clothes, money, furniture, everything, and never came back. They survived, but the story didn't end. People questioned them. Was it real, or just a lie? For money, for fame? Even today, no one knows the truth. But one thing is certain: many who visited that house felt something not human. So the question is, was the Amityville house truly haunted? Or was it all inside their minds? If you had the chance, would you spend one night there, alone, at 3:15 a.m.? Think carefully, because some doors, once opened, never really close. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember, not every house is just a house. Some are watching you back.